All right, hello, welcome back to the last episode of the year. It is not the 31st for me, it is actually the 28th, so I'm filming this a couple of days beforehand. But it is the last day of the year, it is the last of these little time-lapse videos. If you've, for some reason, watched the last 49, good on you. Do you have a problem? You should probably see someone about that because that's a lot of videos and these are not very good quality. So thank you for sticking with me though. Now today we're looking at the Gundam Astray Red Frame Flight Unit. So this is obviously a P-Bandai from 2020. So this is from this year that this came out. It was a special on, I believe I got it through Gundam Express Australia. Probably about 3 or 4 months ago. I think I even put it up on Facebook or... Yeah, I think I actually posted it on the GEA Facebook page. I don't think I posted it on any of my other socials. But I have already built a Gundam Astray Red Frame in the past. So I've got the... it's not the Kai, it's the Revise, I think, or something like that. With the giant sword bow and arrow thing. But yeah, so I've already built a red frame, but it is missing its V-fin. So I'm hoping there's a spare V-fin in this one that I can steal for it. But otherwise, it's a P-Bandai kit. It's a master grade, and I'm looking forward to building it. I know I was wanting to do a larger build, like a perfect grade or something more exciting for my last one of the year. But unfortunately, money is tight, and I cannot justify the cost of $400+ for, say, a perfect grade Banshee or Unicorn or something else like I was hoping to do. But fingers crossed they will still come in 2021 when I'm not putting as much pressure on myself to deliver videos like I currently am. So let's open this box up and take a look inside. So we've got 3 runners in here, your normal beam sabers. You've got the B and the D runner. You've got an F runner over here. You've got the samurai blades, which are dope. We've got the 2 O runners in this one here. You've got that lovely gold that makes up the top part of the scabbard and the hilt or the bottom part of the scabbard and the hilt for the swords, plural. More beam sabers because beam sabers, why not? You've got the A2 runner attached to the A1, the A4, and the A3. So that's a lot of stuff going on in here. And we've got the T runner, which has shield and weapon components from the looks of it. We've got the C1 runners, 2 of those. These are probably the legs and potentially other parts. It looks like it might be a shoulder part up the top there. We'll find out. And it's looking like we're starting to get into the flight unit stuff here. So we've got the RF here, and we've got the RD1 runner. We've got the RC2 runner, and some red polycaps. We've got another RC2 runner, and some more red polycaps. Just fell off the table, whatever. We've got the RA1 runner. You've got the Q runner, which is the parts of the hilt of the scabbard for the weapon, and you've got the E1 and E1, so 2 E1 runners. Yeah, so lots of stuff going on in this one. It is a P-Bandai, so it'll likely just be the red frame that I've built before, and then what looks to be a revision on the Ale Strike pack that I have also built before. So this is kind of taking 2 of my favorite kits and going from there. So on the back here, we've got your standard sticker and painting guide. Flicking through, we don't have an art page from the looks of it, which is moderately unusual. Normally these things will have an art page in the middle, but it looks like it is pure instructions. So no messing about with this one, huh? Right, I've already rambled for a good long while. Let's jump into the build and I'll give my thoughts and my farewells on the other side. And there you have it, the Gundam Astray Red Frame with flight unit. So this is a P-Bandai kit. It was released this year, and it's really cool. Like, unfortunately, there wasn't an extra V-fin like I'd been hoping that there would be. So my other Astray Red Frame continues to go without the V-fin. But this kit is a lot of fun. So the use of polycaps is quite limited, excepting until you hit the backpack flight unit thing. But otherwise it's actually surprisingly light on polycaps. It does of course use them because it is using an older design of the Astray Red Frame as a base. So that unfortunately limits it, but the overall like end result of this kit is something really quite different and quite special. I really like how the flight unit and everything integrate into the Astray frame as a whole. So the flight unit is a separate thing. So if you've got the proper action base, you can have the Astray on a separate stand, and then you can have, let's see if I can pull this guy off. Come on, I don't want to break it, but it's just a single connection. See how much he needs to lean forward, kind of like Michael Jackson. So I haven't adjusted his position at all, but that's how he's standing in order to compensate for the weight of the backpack without a stand. So yeah, he kind of needs to stand a bit like Michael Jackson in order to not fall over at any given moment. Now, without the backpack, he looks super sleek, super cool. He's got these beam saber things up on the back here. This little pre-backpack thing goes into the back there. He's got these beam sabers, and then he's got the katana, or the Gerber Astray, or whatever it's called. And yeah, you've just got a badass mobile suit, just looking dope. And then shuffle him off to the side. You bring in the flight unit. So the flight unit is chunky. It's quite large, has space on the side for both the shield and the beam rifle, which is really cool little gimmick. No, stop focusing on the couch. Thank you. So you've got a couple of really cool gimmicks, some really loose parts on top of these inner frame things, which is mildly frustrating, but a little bit of glue won't hurt it if you're wanting to kind of fix things into place. You get a really clear picture of my couch there. There we go. Let's pop it onto manual focus so it doesn't lose the step. You do have some stickers up on the front of the flight unit, but as I was mentioning before, you have a interesting little gimmick. You can take this base part off, and then you flip this handle down, and you kind of lift this top part up. So you've got this kind of interesting flight unit thing, that like a hang glider system that it can hold on to and fly around with like that, which is really cool. I guess I don't know what this, like, the instructions have a bit more information on it, but I can't be bothered trying to remember them. But yeah, you've got a few different kind of modes and different types of things that you can put this together into. So overall, the build itself was really fun, the concept is really cool, and the end result is awesome. The polycaps do let it down, so it is just a high tier master grade kit. So it's not anything crazy special, but I still really enjoyed it. It was just kind of more of the same, really. If you've built one Astray, you've kind of built them all. It's just in different colors with different accessories, really. I'd love to know if there's others that are a bit more interesting to build and have an end result that is different. So please let me know down below in the comments. Now this is the last video for 2020 and probably for quite a while. I have achieved my goal of releasing a video pretty much every week for the year of 2020, which is a goal that I set for myself from like January 23rd, so I did miss 2 or 3 weeks. So yeah, do apologise, but still, 49 videos, not bad. Now, it was quite cool to have the Astray be my final one of the year, since building the Astray red frame back in 2018, 2019? Yeah, the beginning of 2019. Whoa, it has been a long year. So back at the beginning of 2019, I got the Astray red frame for my birthday, which was super cool, and I built that, and this kind of reignited my love for Gunpla. And then in the year and a bit that follows, I've built over 60 more. So yeah, it's been a trip. Thank you very much for joining me so far, and I will probably post a bit of an update video, because this has not been the easiest journey to go on in the last 9 months, especially the last 3 or 4 months. It started getting really hard to do these videos. So I will be putting together kind of my thoughts over the next month or so, and I'll release a video, so look forward to that. I will, of course, continue to release Gunpla builds, but they will be far more sporadic over the coming period of time. Hopefully, one day I'll get a more designated space. I am living in share housing at the moment, so I kind of put together and then pack down my building area each time. So hopefully one day I'll get my own designated space, and I can do this a bit more easily without the mess or fuss that I currently have. So anyway, thank you very much for watching so far. I have rambled on already for nearly 7 minutes. Please leave your comments and likes and things down below, and I will see you in the next video, whenever that is.